Hello and welcome along to another episode of this Cricket 19 career, the England years with me, Daniel. It's episode 14 and today we're back for the third test against the West Indies. Now we didn't know if we were going to need to show this, but I can confirm, as you can see, it is a crucial deciding third test, and that is because England got the victory at the end of the second. So we'll go and have a look at the result from that one, and then we'll go and get into the third test, which is going to be crucial. We got redemption in the second, we got player of the match, we got 2 for 4 in the second innings after a brilliant display with the bat, and we just looked absolutely sensational. We managed to skittle through Hemraj and then Waddle, he got him out for a duck as well, and we looked really threatening against other players too. And after 145 in the second innings, we guided England to victory almost single-handedly. Though I think Ben Stokes may have an argument in the last innings. But that means it's all to play for going into this deciding test at Lords. So if you are looking forward to it, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for regular content from this series and daily FM20 videos too, as well as a weekly live stream series every Tuesday morning. But it's England v the West Indies, it's Lords, it's the home of cricket in England, it's the third test and it is a crucial game. Let's have a look at what we've got in store today. What's the pitch going to be like? Grassy, might suit the spinners, you just don't know yet. As the test goes on and the weather gets worse, it looks like we're overcast by day 5. We'll wait and see what effect that has. But let's get into it, let's have a look at the team. Will it be the same as the one that won the second test? And will we be able to wrap up the series? Will we be batting or bowling first? We'll be back in a moment to find out. Here we go. It is the third test between England and the West Indies. It is the deciding test match at Lords and it is almost a packed house. Let's crack through to the lineups, which look exactly the same. Ours is definitely the same. Let's look at the Windies. That is the same side, I think. So it's the same 11 for both teams, 1 of 1 each test match. And we've got good weather conditions for the first few days, which we'll look to take advantage of. The grassy pitch is a bit of a concern. We've tended to struggle on anything other than the standard medium pitch, to be brutally honest. So we want to try and take advantage early on in this test match while we've still got our concentration up. We've got the toss, which the West Indies have called heads. Let's see, as Joe Root flips the coin, what it's going to be. I'd love to bat first, and we're going to get to choose. So Joe Root, what are you going for? Please bat, son, don't bowl first. Don't do it, you don't want to be chasing. He has bowling first. Oh, that wasn't a good decision. Joe Root may have cost us the test match here. But it's the skipper's choice. Now we've got to implement our game plan. Well, probably not the best start for England. Ben Stokes and Scott Borthwick have got a wicket apiece. However, Hemraj is on 63 not out and Waddle's got a start on 21. Generally, once he's got in, he's been very, very good. However, they are the 2 men that we got out in the second innings of the second test, so we can build confidence from that. Let's get into the first ball and see if we can contribute to England's success here. And we'll start with the wrong one, just to try and surprise them. Oh, it just beat the edge. The bowler was beaten all ends up. It was the 100th ball Hemraj faced, and he did not know what to do with it. But that one, he immediately responds. He does not like being embarrassed, does he? He opened up something we've not seen at all really from any West Indies batsman against us. Opened up, over the top, and down the ground for 4. That is a worrying sign for us moving forward. So we'll move on to the flighted delivery. We don't often get to focus on bowling in this series. I'll tell you what, he's gone for a big one there as well. Thankfully the gully fielder makes a great diving stop. And we'll go back to the wrong one. There is definitely attacking intent here. That one a bit more defensive, but a good start from Hemraj against us. And our economy already in tatters. So let's throw in the full length delivery. If he wants to go big, this is the one that could catch him out. Straight at the stumps, he defends away. Very sensible batting. We all know that the top spinner will finish. It's our favoured ball to finish the over on. And he's going straight at those stumps. Straight at the LB and defended away. A good recovery after that second ball. And we almost got the dream start. And we continue against Hemraj in the second innings. West Indies now just 14 away from the big 150. And we're going to bowl straight at the stumps with the wrong one. And this time defends up in the air. I'm tempted. Do we almost bring in a silly fielder maybe? Because they could perhaps dive and catch that. They're bobbling up all over the place. But for us, we're going to stick with the off breaker. Straight at the stumps. Much better ball. And it's defended away. Really good batting. But we're starting to get him back into where we want him now. Defending, being cagey, Not trying to play those advanced aggressive strokes, although he does there, and the man at mid-off has to get around quickly. A really good stop. Time for a standard delivery. This is the one he went at last time. Let's get it straight at the stumps. And again, he's really being expressive with the bat. I know he's not beating the infield at the moment, but he's really going for it, which is something we haven't actually seen that much. So we're going to keep trying to tempt him out of the LB. And he gets away there. That's going to be at least one. I think it's going to be an easy two. Might even be three, actually. It's palm back. They save a run, but it is going to be three. And the last ball of the over will go to Waddle. Can we get the top spinner in? And can we perhaps catch out the right-hander? We haven't yet had a ball to them. So let's see what we can do here. Got him out for a duck last time, and he defends that one. Cagey stuff from the West Indies, but we've conceded 7 runs off our 2 overs already. But unfortunately, the next over for us starts with Hemraj, the left-hander, back on strike. Doesn't really suit our style of bowling. Much easier to get that glance away to the leg side, a bit like we do in our innings, to be honest. To be fair, it's not really something I like. It's a bit of a fear, it's a bit of a worry. But we did get him out last test, so we've got to be thinking positive. But he is really going attacking with his strokes. I know most of them aren't beating the fielders at present. There's so much intent there. He is just intent on getting runs, and that is really unusual. Although he edges that one. And I tell you what, the grassy pitch just starting to play havoc with him. The odd one where we do mix it up is causing some issue. So we're going to flight one in now. And I'm hoping that'll really get him. Straight at the stumps. Flighted, hooked away. He exposed the stumps though. That's something we've got to be taking as a positive. Every opportunity we get, we have to be positive. Let's throw in the wrong one. Straight at the stumps, just wide outside line. And that one was really easy to defend. But Hemraj being slowed down now, and hopefully that will get his concentration thinking. As we go for the top spinner to finish. Try and bring LB into play. It's a little wide, and it's defended away easily. But a good over, and a maiden at last. However, runs galore at the other end mean the Windies have brought up 150. They still haven't lost another wicket, and we've still got the left armour on strike. It is Hemraj away to the fielder. This time the deep forward mid-wicket just gets around, and we want to make sure we don't concede anything there. We're going to go for the wrong and second up, and we're just going to bowl straight. If it's slightly outside off, will he attack it? He doesn't. He's really playing well here, Hemraj. He's had probably a scare off the first ball. There may be one in the last over, but aside from that, he's looked really comfortable. And he looks like he's completely confident at the crease too. He defends to mid-on again there, and his rush to score runs seems to have gone. So let's throw in the full delivery, shall we? Straight at the stumps and see how he deals with it. There we go. Oh, he's thundered that away. Through the sort of extra cover region that was vacant. The mid-off gets around, but it's going to be an easy 2. And that is really good batting from Hemraj. That's 9 we've conceded now. Our economy probably up there with the other bowlers, something that hasn't happened too often. So off breaker in. We almost want to concede an odd number of runs so we get the right-hander on strike. It's not suiting us, this. Bowling to the left-hander is never our forte. So let's get the top spinner in. I'm going to throw it really leg side. Right onto the pads. That's got to be LB. The top spinner was bringing it back. Come on, umpire. Give us something, will you? Was it maybe slightly too wide? I don't know. There's not even the option to challenge there. That's really disappointing. And Garton comes in at the other end. Does that mean we're out the attack? We can't have many overs left in this spell. 4 down already. The run rate is slowing. We conceded 7 off the first 2, but then a maiden and just 2 off the last. We're starting to frustrate them a little. But at the other end, Waddle's scoring runs quickly now. So Hemraj probably doesn't mind being a bit more defensive. Third ball of the over. Standard off spinner. We've been hit over the top with one of those. But he won't attack now. He will not attack. And it's starting to get frustrating. If we were tight at the other end, it would be alright. They'd have to go for something against us. But at the moment, they don't need to. They're just waiting and then they're picking off the bowler at the other end. That's why bowling partnerships are so crucial. If we're going to be a tight bowler, we're going to be economical. We need a strike bowler at the other end. And we have not got that at the moment. So let's throw in another wrong un. We haven't done that for a little while. And again, going to throw it leg stump. Not wide enough. He gets it away. But on for another maiden. Just the top spinner to finish. Nearly got an LB shout last time. So maybe not quite as wide here. And that one's away. Unfortunately, a maiden. But no real chance of a wicket. And we continue for a 6th. Which is normally the most we get given in a spell. So it might be the last one we get. Let's be careful with it. Oh, he's gone leg side. Oh, he's exposed the stumps. He's gone offside. It's a massive shot. It goes between gully and point and it finds 4 to the boundary. Really good stroke. We've got to do better than that. It was a little bit wide and he took advantage. So let's throw in the tight off breaker. There it is, and we've bowled him. What a comeback that is. A slight edge onto the stumps. If not, the wicket keeper would have had it anyway. Oh, he's chopped on. It's brilliant. Fantastic stuff. And we have bowled him clean. Just a slight glance off the bat, but nowhere near enough. And the changes, the variations have caught him out. And we bowl Hemraj again. 84, a brilliant innings. But he is clean bowled, and we continue our good form with the ball. And it brings another left-hander in. Hetmeyer is the man. 2 balls into the over. We'll bowl the same delivery at him, and he's very cautious there. Defends to mid-on. No chance of his usual attacking strokes. So this time, we're going to go full. Trying to prize him second ball here. Straight at the stumps. Oh, it got caught under him, but he got enough on it. Penultimate ball of the over. Time for the Doosra to come out. The wrong un. Will it get the left-hander? It doesn't. He has come out really sharp here, just defending every ball and judging them perfectly. But the top spinner is where it all goes wrong for some. Final ball, straight at him, and he ducks out the way. Good defensive batting, but a wicket, a breakthrough, and West Indies now 3 down. And we're back in, not much later at all actually. It's a really good spell for Waddle, who's now 66 not out. Duncan's in at the other end on 12, they're now 4 down the Windies. But the run rate's good and they're going along nicely. But we are bowling to right-handers now in Waddle. So let's try and get him out as well. If we can get both of the set batsmen, hopefully the Windies will start to collapse. But we've got to get through an informed batsman. A man we got out for a duck last innings. But to be honest, he's in form now. Although they nearly go for a cheeky run there. And it was never ever going to work. 2 balls down. No run conceded yet. But he's looking very comfortable, Waddle. So we're going to flow in the flighted delivery again. Easy for me to say, I know. And he goes big. And he's going to go for 1, is he? I tell you what, they're tempting with those runs, aren't they? They're going to get themselves out eventually. Let's throw in the full delivery. See if we can get him caught on his stumps. Hopefully we can. No, gets that away really well. Going to be 2 or 4. Certainly not going to be 1. I think it's just 2 for now. If they want to run a third, they're going to be in big trouble. But they cancel it last minute and the direct hit would have got them. West Indies on to 2-2-3. 2 balls left in the over. So the off breaker comes first. Just going to go slightly wider. And he gets that away as well, but just a dot ball. And we'll finish with a top spinner. This is where it can all happen for us. We know how good they can be. So let's bowl in straight at the stumps and away for a dot. Just 2 off the over. And it looks like we've got to the lunch break. Probably the perfect time to leave that if we're being honest. 7 overs in, a really good spell starting with the ball. We got a wicket. We weren't as economical as usual, but we've managed to get by in the end. After conceding 7 off our first 2, just 8 off the 5 since, including 2 maidens and that crucial wicket of course. So West Indies on day 1 at tea, not lunch, 223 for 4, scoring fairly quickly. A lack of economy from some of the bowlers, namely Borthwick and Stokes. But Stokes is a strike bowler and he'll get wickets, and that's what we have to bear in mind. The other spinner, Miles, 2.83 economy, really tight, just like us. But West Indies still going along well. After 59 overs, they'll be very happy with where they are, and they'll probably be looking for a 350-400 score here. So we're going to go through and bowl the rest of this innings off camera, and we will come back with the bat to see if we can continue our good form. We got on a more positive trail at the start of the second test, a 30 odd, but starting to hit the ball well. Just a lacking concentration getting us out. Then a star in 145 to win the test match in the second innings. And we might have to do the same here as West Indies are doing well in the first knock. So if you did enjoy this episode and that rare bowling spell on camera, please do put a thumbs up on the video. I hope to see you back here on Wednesday as we continue with the bat, trying to make an imprint in this England side and trying to wrap up a test match against the West Indies. If you're looking forward to it, please do subscribe down below and turn on those notifications to make sure you get alerts as every new episode releases on the channel. We've got 2 a week from this one, every Wednesday and Saturday at 1 PM, and in daily FM20 content and weekly live streams too. Please do check out the football podcast In the Eye above as well. It's really growing quickly now and we're having great fun doing it. So please do come and get involved if you can. But a big thanks for watching this one and your continued support as always. And I hope to see you next time for more test action with England.